As we started our life, we were a control culture, one of which one man, one person, held all the power, and all of the answers, and all of the knowledge. And
who told you to sit?
The light bulbs burned out outside the office, and they wanted to know if we should use fluorescent
Using condensate. Louder. Using condensate.
later that day,
Oh, great one. I have a question that only your experience and wisdom can answer. Should I use blue or black ink to sign my drawing?
black ink.
Thank you.
And shortly thereafter.
What is it that you have done here? Well, the other day I was at Walmart and I thought we could start selling our products at Walmart because there's lots of great stuff at Walmart and I thought we could sell a lot of stuff there. Is that not good?
I don't think so.
I thought we were in the trust tree, but we're not.
No, you're fired. Get out.
So, many years ago, as you can see, the culture of control created a underlying belief and assumption that being wrong is not an option, and taking risk is a job-threatening task. Enter stage 2, a new day, the transition to collaboration, also known as paralysis.
Hey, Dad. Hey, have a sit down. Sit down. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Sit down. Come over here. Sit down. That's okay. How you been? Yes, you. Good. How can I help you?
Got a question. The light bulbs burnt out. We want to know if I should use fluorescent or incandescent light bulbs.
Wow. You know, I trust your decision. Why don't you just make the decision? What would you do?
Why is he asking me that? I'm not a leader.
Does Chad have more thoughts, Sam?
It's my conscience.
I remember what happened the last time a guy made a decision. That was Andrew. I never thought I'd have to make decisions by myself before.
Later that day.
Hey, Steve.
Hey.
It's been a long time, man. I was just stamping some papers, but you know that can wait.
Oh, appreciate it.
So how can I help?
You know, something on my mind, and thought I'd come talk to you about. You know, in the process of finalizing processes and procedures and everything on the drawing. One of the things that I'm responsible for is the actual final sign off, and you know, I'm just should I sign it in blue or black ink? And it's just I don't know which way to go. I'm just wondering.
I think you know that's a pretty good question, but what would you do?
All right. All you peoples here. You see, this is Steve the Bull, and he's in deep thought here, deep thought. And for all you peoples here with the glaucoma, this is Steve the Bull's thought number 1. And thought number 1 says, just tell me what to do. That's how it's done. Now, Steve the Bull's still in thought. Thought number 2, Steve. What do you mean you want my opinion? Get out of here. Thought number 3, Steve the Bull. I can't make that decision. I don't have the skills, Bazon. As you can see, Steve the Bull's thoughts went off script.
So in their attempt to go to a collaborative culture, they had some underlying beliefs and assumptions. 1, the fear of failure. It kept them from making decisions. 2, that leaders have all the answers, so therefore, if I ask the leader an answer or a question, he gives me the answer. 3, avoid accountability. Avoid eye contact. Avoid plastic on the floor, because that means I could be on it, wrapped up in it. And finally, live in the past. It's safe. So, onward. Our case for action. We talked about it yesterday, right? Based on best practices. What we know, that culture is our ultimate influencer. So why not align that culture to our client expectations? Why not align our culture to complete client solutions, which we know is going to drive value for our clients? So, the case for action, change the culture. Now the challenge for leadership is to do that. Enter stage 4.
Okay, guys, I just want to summarize a little bit. We had our meeting today, and through the strategic meeting, we're really focused on, what are the gaps in the senior leadership team. We took those assessments, those employee engagement surveys, the maturity surveys. We really want to understand the gaps that senior leadership has and what those beliefs and assumptions are. And we boiled it all down, and we came up with what we feel is the voice of the organization, right? The voice of employees on the things that we need to do. The 2 main focus areas we've determined were, first is accountability is a bad thing. That's something we need to work on to make sure that people understand accountability is not a bad thing. It's something we need as an organization in order to move forward and grow. And secondly, we're not okay with not knowing what we don't know. It's okay not to know. The objective here is going to be understanding what we don't know and learning from that and growing and obtaining that knowledge to make ourselves better.
Very good. So what we decided yesterday as we talked, we recognized that in order to shore up our gaps, the objective for leadership needs to be around leadership's own strategy. That seems a little strange, but today, thinking that we can create an objective, learning growth objective, focused on leadership only in regards to how do they show that they own strategy. Okay, so this is our proposal around this. The objective we set is leadership own strategy. The measurement will be initially some interim measure. As we said, we're looking at refining the measure balanced scorecard. We're probably about 80% done in regards to how we're measuring a balanced scorecard. All right? Now, our goal is to get that going quickly so we can actually start managing to it. And if we don't get it complete, that's fine. Still manage what we do have, right? So some interim measure will be some percentage of completion towards those measurements. All right? And then when those measures are done, some more long-term kind of how successful or how well they're managing the strategy. Case in point, there's some things on there in regards to if something's being done or not done, well, more things done than are not done, or successful than unsuccessful. How we actually measure this point, I'm not quite sure. That's the regular criteria, I'm sure. But make sure we have some composite around all of that which we're managing too will be really important. Finally, some initiatives around that. One would be, as I said, development of the balanced scorecard measures. And we talked also about a second initiative which encompasses a lot of things, but increasing the visibility of senior leadership team. And as Sanders said, one, chief prowess. Today, challenging each one of the guys in the leadership team, each of us speak stuff forwards and backwards as far as the power of personal accountability. So make very visible one thing the senior leadership team and or that senior leader is doing to grow his expertise, his knowledge around how we impact strategy, and make it very public to make sure that people can hold account and ask them around that. And finally, decomposing balanced scorecard at the department level is a plan we have this year. Once we did last year, cascading, what we intend on doing is looking at each of the internal perspective objectives and saying, great, according to the philosophy of this objective, so case in point, organizational management or operational management, sorry, who plays into that? Could it be engineering, manufacturing, who else? So make sure those departments are cascaded down from that objective and then making sure they're doing what they need to impact that objective. All right? So this is our approach. There's no targets around these yet because it's really measurable funding. So that's one thing we can work on. And not saying we do all these are proposals for us to really consider. So that way it kind of keeps us focused on our growth run strategy. All right? There you go. Any questions?